Welcome back to Game 1 of Session 3 for your Airger U16ASting, taking on the powerhouse from Lethbridge in Game 1 of a two-game doubleheader, taking on a team from Calgary this afternoon, which we will not be at in broadcasting because there's more games going on that we have to be at. However, this is working live on YouTube. Ronan, you're watching. Please just send me a quick text message so that I know. Hoping that the cameras and everything did work. So starting lineup for the U16ASting, it's going to be Avery in the middle with Maya Ovalgov, MOD if you will, and Paige Jensen on the right side. On the back end is Piper and the Cuban assassin Isla. Excuse me. Choking on my own spit today. That's wonderful. We might move and take a different angle here as I've been crowded around. We'll see. So Lethbridge gets the first possession of the game. They're going to fire it into their corner with a forward waiting for it, circling around the net, trying to find an opening. They're going to get the backhand pass. Couldn't be handled by the intended receiver. Piper all over her like white on rice. They're going to keep it. We still have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to play it outside. Tried the long outside shot. That one corralled in by Veronica Simpson, but nobody there to take the rebound. And Lethbridge, less than 1 minute into this one, takes a one-goal lead. Not the way the Sting wanted to start the playoffs. Not in unfamiliar territory. We have seen ourselves here a number of times and been able to battle back. The Sting are going to have their first line change. We have Briar Skirby starting at center with the ring. She's going to bump it out to Taylor. Plays it ahead to City Thompson. City Thompson gets a good whack there. She's going to come over top. Is looking to come around behind the net. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Plays it across, was looking for Cam. Cam not ready for it. She picks it up off the wall. She's going to drive the middle, loses it into the goalie's crease. She's going to play it outside. Big male goalie for Lethbridge. At least I think that's a male. Could be wrong. In this day and age, who knows? Cam pulled it across the line illegally. That's going to change a possession and give the Sting a chance to change up the troops on the ice. So Lethbridge is going to play it to the wall to get this one started in the offensive zone, circling behind the net, getting watched. Elsa is there. She's going to trip up the forward legally. Gets it off. Unfortunately, a bit of a shitty connection here at the Rose Pond Arena. I apologize for that. Perhaps Mayor Farkas could figure this shit out and make it a little bit more cell phone conducive. Get a little more data booster in here. Big save by Veronica Simpson on the other end of the ice. It is picked up in a new shot clock for Lethbridge as they come over the top. Tried to fish it through some skates. I think that was Tayan was able to kick that one away, but Lethbridge recovers and gets a new shot clock. Sting not very aggressive on those free rings right now. Looking like they're in slow-mo a bit. Good glove save and then sliding save on the rebound by Veronica Simpson to keep this one live, but the Lethbridge caption brings it up. She's going to drop it back for 11. Going to circle, waiting, looking, gets a little bit of speed, comes over the top, tries to fish it back. It gets knocked into Veronica Simpson's crease. She plays it into the corner and it's picked up by Lila. Lila is going to fire this one down. Was looking for Dottie. Dottie couldn't quite find the ring to stick it. Gets turned over in the neutral zone. Now overskated by Lethbridge. Charming Clarissa is there. She gives it to Dottie. Dottie takes the high outside shot over the goalpost. Thompson's there trying to fish the rolling ring. She gets it. Saw Dottie, but that one was intercepted through the middle zone. Now Thompson gets on her horse, brings it back, plays it to Channing. Channing's going to cut across the ice, is looking to pivot, finds something, nobody there. Tries to fish it through to Thompson on the weasel. That one gets caught up in some skates. Thompson pushes it into the crease. His hand passed out to the blue line. Thompson's there to make the good six save. That one was pulled over the line. Should have been whistled out as a Sting possession, but the referee, a little bit asleep at the wheel on that one. No harm, no foul, though, as Isla Nash picks up the sloppy neutral zone play, brings it back in, finds Channing Perversa. She has Gotti at the net side. Takes the pass, fires it over the goalie's glove, and we are knotted back up at one on a quick no-look shot by Channing Perversa that finds a hole, a little chink in the armor on the Lethbridge goalie. And once again, we are knotted up at one. It's a quick back and forth game to get this one started. I think the Lethbridge coach is not happy with the little napski that the Lethbridge goalie took on that one, but good quick thinking, no look shot by Channing Perversa. Now this one just gets dumped down the ice. Maya Ovaldu pressing, can't quite get it. Piss poor boards pass by Lethbridge, but they're able to pick it back up. Now they're going to dump it in on the quick break. It's kicked away by Taylor Ryan. A little bit of back and forth there. Sturby ends up with the ring on her stick. She's got Maya Ovaldu streaking. She's going to get it, gives it back to Sturby. Sturby's going to sneak in, and she almost found a hole under the goalie's pad. He's able to slap it down. Now Maya Ovaldu gets it. She's going to fire one off. It just gets saved by the shoulder of the goalie, Paige Jensen. Takes out her check hard in the corner. And Channing Perversa gets it back into the corner. She's got Casavenda to her rear. And she's going to find Casavenda. Gets another shot. It goes off the goalie's pad, off the post. It can't quite spin its way back in. She's just going to throw a pop fly out in no man's land, which Lethbridge is able to recover. And now coming down on the fast break, they've got tick, attack, and then they fire the toe over the top of the net through the uprights. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as they're going to try to drive over top middle, being watched by Cam. Had a nice stick check there, covering for the changing center. Veronica Simpson plays the goalie ring to the side. She's found Tayan. Tayan looking for the pass. She's going to find Avery. Avery gives it to Casavenda, who comes through. She fakes the pass, holds on to it, and then it gets popped off the end of her stick. We don't see that very often for Casavenda. I think she was trying to make a pass and just got a little unlucky with the stick placement from the Lethbridge forward. Now Veronica Simpson with the nice body save at the net side. She's going to play it off to the El Salvadorian. Isla Nash gives it to Greer. Greer back to Isla. Isla's going to find Avery, who was on the wrong side of the line, so couldn't fast break in. She gives it to Jensen. Jensen had to push it ahead just a little bit. Now circling, drops it for Greer. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Thompson at the next side. Greer fires it through the goal mouth. Still nobody can get it. Lethbridge picks it back up. It's going to be a goalie ring, I think, as the shot clock operator was also having a little bit of a nap and didn't quite touch the button fast enough. So Lethbridge gets it stolen off the end of her stick by Paige Jensen. Greer picks it up between the legs, leaves it for Thompson. Thompson circling, coming through, looking for a passing lane. She had Dottie streaking through. It finds a defenseman's skate, though. Now Thompson with the stick check, can't quite get it out. Still there. Now she does. She's like a bloodhound on that. Takes the defenseman out and finds the ring. Now finds Dottie all alone. She got Cam to her side. Tries to fish it back. Cam couldn't quite get back in time. Thompson looking for a line change. Cam gets taken down pretty hard. And at the line is Briar Sturby to save this one. She's going to streak in, looks back door, finds Dottie on the no-look backdoor pass. Dottie with a wide-open net as the goalie could not quite find his edges to get back. And Gerard String take the lead 2-1 over the powerhouse from the south, Lethbridge. With 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Lethbridge fires this one, goes through two Sting players into the corner, looking for the weasel pass, kind of got hooked off of her stick, threw it to the boards. Nobody on the Sting decided they wanted the rain, they just let it go. High flip shot, doesn't quite make it to the net as it's knocked away. Lethbridge still has possession. They're going to fire it into the skates of Veronica Simpson. Plays it into the corner, was looking for Lila. I think she was looking for a Larry, and it was a Randy. So Lethbridge was able to get this one back. Now Elsa's got it. She gets her feet. Slip of the leg, a little Cobra Kai style. And that is going to bring up a tripping penalty against Lethbridge. So the league's worst power play, the Airdrie Sting, are going to get a chance to keep trying to right the ship. Though the power play has not been much to write home about in the 5-on-4. 5-on-3 scenario is another story, but 5-on-4 has been anything but exciting for the Sting. Hopefully they can turn it around here as Channing plays it to Greer, who comes around the net. I'm going to drop it for Channing. Channing plays in the middle, nobody there. Greer gets it. She's going to fire a piss missile about 20 feet over the net. Plays into the corner. They were looking for the DDD pass, didn't have the muscle. Greer gets it, gives it back to Channing. Is able to leap a backhand back towards the net, but couldn't quite find much. The clearing attempt broken up by Isla Nash, who plays it to Greer. Greer gets it knocked off the end of her stick as she was shooting. Gets a new shot clock. No, they didn't reset the shot clock. They should have. It was played away by the goalie. So once again, whoever's working the clock needs to figure this shit out. High shot by Kinsley Casavenda, and now my Overdue fighting for the rebound in the 1-on-3 scenario. It turns into a goalie ring. The goalie's going to just fire this one up, finds the defender. They're able to bounce this one up. Isla Nash steps up on it, couldn't quite get it. It's tipped across. Casavenda gets it in the neutral zone. She's going to give it to Isla, who's streaking in on the old in and out. She tries to flip that one through. She loses her heels. Nifty save by the goalie, who's going to shoot this one out to center for the captain. She got a fast breaker, but couldn't quite stick the ring. Dottie's going to come in and try to fish this one out. Somehow, Lethbridge still ends up with possession on this, and now it's going to be a goalie ring as it was caught between two sticks. Maybe play with the zoom a little bit more, get a little better at that shit for you at home. Dottie plays it out to center. Casavenda picks it up on the wall. Dottie could probably come up the wall and make a little bit of an easier outlet pass instead of staying in the middle, as that one just goes into no man's land and is picked up by the Lethbridge defender. So ring support a little bit lacking at times right now by the Sting. Got to read and react that play a little bit. The Lethbridge is just going to fire this one in. We're back to even strength, I believe, as the Sting's power play goes 0 for 1. Oh, Lethbridge had a chance there. They had Veronica Simpson just strung right out, but couldn't get the shot off before the shot clock expires. What is the shot clock rule in Ringette? Is it like lacrosse where it's got to be in the net before the horn goes, or is it like basketball where if it's in the air it can count? It's got to get in before. It's a lacrosse shot clock rule. Yeah. That's what I thought. But sorry, wiggling a bit.
Hey,
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So at the net side, Veronica Simpson tries to make the sliding save. Nobody home to stop the defender, and they're just going to roof it. Tuck that one up into the attic like Grandma puts the Christmas decorations away. We're knotted back up at 2 on the defensive zone breakdown. Veronica Simpson hung out to dry there, no help whatsoever. And unless it's a shooter error, they're going to score on that shit every single time. Elsa Klossenroth gets it at the side. She's going to leave it for Greer. Greer's going to cut up over the net, chopping it up, looking for somebody. Has nothing. She finds Elsa through. Elsa fires a hard shot. That didn't miss by much. I think it got deflected and ricocheted wide. Paige Jensen got it back. He's still looking. Oh, she probably could have banked it off the goalie's ass. That one goes through his double hit, and now it's a new shot clock for Lethbridge. They're going to fire it through the middle. Taylor Ryan was there. Gets flipped into the goal mouth right in front of Simpson. He's able to slide that one away. She pushes it across to Taylor, who's going to come out on the quick break. Plays it up, was looking for Elsa. Elsa gets clocked by the defenders. A little more incidental contact, so no penalty coming up, and maybe could have been an interference, but I like the no call actually on that. Also watching, they're going to fire across ice. Big pad save by Veronica Simpson, gets knocked off into danger zone, and now that's going to bring up the end of the first quarter. We're knotted up at 2. Good back and forth play by both teams. Fairly quick game today. That's going to bring up our first muscle check intermission. Muscle check will keep you growing and flowing for all of your aches and pains, whether you're suffering from a cold and flu or you just overdid it in the gym for the first time in a couple of weeks like I did. It will get the creaks and the cracks out and get you moving and grooving like Leisure Suit Larry on a Saturday night. Musclecheck.ca / Ronan Thompson, musclecheck.ca / Ronan Thompson, to pick up all of your muscle check necessities and support not only our local athlete Ronan Thompson, but also youth sports around Airdrie, as Muscle Check giving back a lot. We're going to take a moment. We'll be right back as a streaking Casavenda. Back checker, sorry. I apologize that the stream is a little bit buffering and shitty at times. I blame Jeremy Farkas and the team at the City of Calgary for having horseshit connections in the Calgary arenas. So quick wraparound attempt that didn't really work, but Piper Emo was there to get it back. Avery Phillips is going to play it ahead, was looking for MOD. MOD ran into just a swarm of Lethbridge players. An offensive charge into the face of Piper Emo. I'm actually surprised that wasn't called. Should have been. I got to stop wiggling so much. I apologize. Thompson watching, waiting. Tapped the big slick of the Lethbridge team, tried to get a sneaky one through, couldn't. Not really sure what the whistle was for there, but they're going to give possession back to Lethbridge in the offensive zone. Some form of an illegal play there. Lethbridge plays it to the wall to start this one off. Thompson's there. She's able to take her check down somehow legally. I think maybe because they both fell. It was a good shoulder check by Thompson playing body position. And now Sturby headmans it up to Cam. Cam banks it off of the Lethbridge player's skates, loses it, and 3-man press coming up for Lethbridge. Because they're going to streak in, going one-on-one with Taylor Ryan. Thompson is there to take the stick check away and pick her pocket. She comes up, headmans it, finds Cam. Cam was reaching for it, was able to catch back up to it. Thompson gets the pass, tried to go 5-hole, but found nothing but Lethbridge pad. It's played up ahead as Channing fighting for it. Thompson's able to stop the forward progress on that. Cam pushing her way through, and everybody overskates the ring. It comes out to the changing Lethbridge player. Thompson's going to get a change while she can, watched by Tan. It's going to be a hooking penalty probably against Lila. She was stepping on something. Oh no, against Tan, sorry, not Lila. It was Tan's stick that was all up in everybody's grill. So the Sting are going to go to the penalty kill, their first penalty of the game. Lethbridge is known for having a very strong power play. Veronica Simpson and the Killers are going to have their work cut out for them here with 7:30 to go in the first half. Still knotted up at 2. Lethbridge looking to use their speed. They're going to come out high through the zone and now just cutting figure eights everywhere. play it across. That one couldn't get stuck by its intended receiver. Number 11, she's been struggling to stick the ring today. Goes cross ice. Had a little too much muscle on that pass. Couldn't find it. Now they get it back. She's going to fire one high off the outside of the post. That one was close, and then they couldn't quite find the rebound. So it's going to bring up a goalie ring. That one should have probably scored. I don't even know. I'll have to look at the replay. That could have been back bar. Piper Emo in fighting for it. She's able to keep that one away and now plays it up to Klossenroth. Klossenroth to Greer. Greer's going to fire it in. A little bit of an interference there that is looked off by the referees. About good stick check by Elsa Klossenroth. Left it for Greer. Now the hand pass broken up at the blue line, but Lethbridge has a bit of a fast break. They're going to come in one-on-one on the line change against Taylor. The captain's going to spin and fire. It's everybody juking where they needed to be jiving, and she's going to find the upper decks of the net. Made no mistake on that one. Lethbridge back in the lead, 3-2. 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Sorry, in the first half. 6:21 remaining in the second quarter. The Sting looking to answer back very quickly. They're going to play it to Taylor. Taylor's plays it up to Dottie. Dottie finds the ring in her feet. Going to come under the net. Drops it back to Avery. Avery's shot is blocked. Didn't have much of an angle there. I think we needed to look to the backside post there, but luckily a bit of a screw up by the Lethbridge defender. She overskated the ring. Pass is broken up, and Lethbridge comes in. They've got a streaker down the side wall. She's going to fire that one. Played away by Veronica Simpson. Nice and easy. Taylor fighting for it in the corner. It's played up to Avery Phillips, who fishes that one ahead to Casavenda. She's waiting for Dottie. Finds her. Dottie comes inside, outside. She fires some low heat into the goalie of Lethbridge. Your stick plays that one to the line. It's picked off by Tayan. Tayan's going to give it to Phillips. Phillips looking for Dottie. That one was intercepted by the activating defender. Lethbridge comes in on the fast break. They're going to find it cross ice. Couldn't quite stick the ring, so lost the advantage there, but did keep possession. Play it to the line for the defenseman. He's going to come inside, outside. Streaking through the middle, plays it to the back door. Easy save for Veronica Simpson as she flashes the pad out of nowhere on the sliding save. It's going to be played back up. Thompson was there, read that one like a nursery rhyme. Plays it ahead to Channing Perversa. She had a little bit of pressure, and it's a quick, fast break one-on-one as Island Nash comes off the bench to take the shooting advantage away. That one missed the net. Now played into the middle. Thompson fighting for it. They got a shot off. Nobody there. Didn't reset the clock. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock for Lethbridge. As they circle in over top. Big slick number 7 fires a piss missile into the gulch of Veronica Simpson, who plays it off to Lila. Lila's going to play it ahead to Channing Perversev. Perversev into the middle, goes cross ice to Thompson, who's all alone. She plays it back door. Was looking for Cam, who took the shot, but the goalie was able to make the sliding save. Thompson somehow comes up with it behind the net, off of her knees, plays it. Centering was looking for Perversev, couldn't quite get there. And Island Nash plays it across. He's looking for Elsa. It's broken up by Isla Nash. And now kind of nobody wants the ring. That's a huge hook that's not being called. Like, sticks all up in the hands of Cam. She's taken down. Still no penalty call. Lethbridge runs into a little friendly fire. Somehow comes out with the ring. Cuts over the top. Is looking to go backside. Emo's there to kick that one away. Now it's poke checked by Elsa to Jensen. Jensen gets it to MOD. MOD gets it up to Elsa, who takes the long shot. That one hit the post. And new shot, what is, they're going to say there was a crease violation. I don't know if I agree with that. Just taking the advantage away from the Sting. Trailing 3-2 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Elsa Klossenroth is there to take this one away. Slides it cross ice to Jensen. Had no angle and thought, taking the right thought, keeps possession, looks for an opening. Perversev comes on the ice on the line change. Sturby trying to come in from the side on the old in and out. Not really sure what the whistle was for, but they're going to give a neutral zone possession back to Lethbridge. It must have been something to do with the sticky. Lethbridge with possession in the neutral zone, fires it down. That was too hard of a pass for the captain to handle. They do recover in the corner. They'll come over top. They're looking for the captain. Captain didn't like the placement on that one. You can tell. Circling, coming over top. She's using her size to create an advantage. Gets the shot off, but can't find the net. Skirby's there to get this one back. She runs into a couple stick checks. Strong on her stick, keeps it. Sends it up, is looking for Greer. That one was intercepted. We have a couple of Sting players who ran into each other at the blue line. As Channing, Paversik, and Brian Skirby ran into each other, created a bit of a one-on-one, and they're going to go roof once again. Seems like they found the shot in the angle and the spot to shoot on right now. As they take a 2-goal lead, it's 4-2 for Lethbridge. The wheels are falling off just a little bit here for the Sting. They need to get their poop in a group. Played up. They're going to say Thompson pull it over the blue line. I also don't agree with that. A bit of a bullshit call. Gives the advantage back to Lethbridge with the neutral zone possession. That one, the sauce pass was corralled by Casavenda, but she was unable to keep it on her stick. Lethbridge picks up, comes around the net. They're going to bully their way through the middle. Tried the same shot once again. Veronica Simpson's figured that one out, closed the door. She's looking for the hand pass. Found Lila gets just elbowed to the back of the head, no call. And then sneaky little shot goes through the legs of Veronica Simpson, but didn't have the geometry to find the net as it goes through the crease and out. I think there was a crease violation as well. Tay gets it at the net side. She's going to reverse back going the other way. Keeps coming back, so looking for an angle. Finds Lila at the side. Lila's going to play this one up to Avery Phillips, who's just a little bit behind her. Need to get a little more crisp on those breakout passes. Thompson tried to stick it, pushes it back in the corner, does get it back. Found herself a lane, got Casavenda at the net side. Casavenda tried to get it up to, I think that's Elsa. Thompson goes for a line change. Isla comes back on. She's going to find Cam to the side of the net, and Cam gets her feet kicked out from under her a little bit. I think it was more incidental contact. Cam looking for Elsa. That one stretch pass couldn't quite come in. Cam gets the errand ring back, runs into 3-man traffic, gets knocked down. And that's going to draw a whistle with 48.6 seconds left to go in the first half. Airdrie Sting still trailing 4-2. And another neutral zone possession. I don't think I've seen so many neutral zone whistle possession changes in a game so far this season, maybe ever. Elsa Klosseroff gets the errand ring at the blue line. She's just going to fire it down. Was looking for Paige Jensen, but couldn't quite get the angle on it as Lethbridge recovers. They bring it up, fire it through. On the pinch, Isla Nash able to break it up. Lethbridge recovers, comes inside, and that one does somehow stay out of the net. So we need to turn that ship faster. Veronica Simpson, right, and screwed through, caught enough of it to stop the momentum. We're able to keep the ring out of the back of the net. Violates the 5-second rule as we were looking for it. And it's going to give Lethbridge one more shot clock. 20 seconds to go in the offensive zone. Going to play it to the back side. It's picked off by Elsa. Elsa's going to flip it through the rafters. Looking for Jensen. Jensen fighting for it. It just kind of skips away from her stick. She's able to get it back on the stick check from Elsa. As MOD gets it, she's going to fire the short side shot with no time left. It's going to be saved. That's going to bring us to halftime. I'll be right back, and hopefully I can balance. Cannot, so I'll be We're back to start the second half. Again, mid-game recap. Brought to you by Inked Energy for all your oil field fabrication needs. Workovers, turnarounds, greenfield or brownfield. Look no further than the boys at Inked with a head office in Big Shop in Grand Prairie and soon to be servicing the central Alberta area with a new shop coming in Q2 from Red Deer. So the Airdrie Sting trailing 4-2 to Lethbridge. It's been a pretty good back and forth game. A power play goal and a piss missile of a shot is really the difference in this one so far. Shot clock reset by Lethbridge. They're able to get possession back. Lethbridge working it from the outside. They're going to send it across. That one hit the water bottle on the top of the net. A floating shot. Got Veronica Simpson having to go side to side, post to post. And they're able to roof it. Now it is a 3-goal gap. Not where anybody wants to be starting the second half. So the Sting have dug themselves a pretty good sized hole. Piper tried to softer that one into Castavenda. It was still in the air. It goes into the corner. Lethbridge retrieves it, picks it up in the corner. They're going to center it. Nobody there in the front of the net. Cameron comes up, gets it. She's got Thompson at the net side. Tried to fish it across. Castavenda's able to get the loose ring. Now Cam looks for it. She gets twisted up with the defender, loses her stick. Clearly a hooking there. Lethbridge on the fast break comes in. They're going to look to come inside, fish it to the side of the net, but went through the crease as Veronica Simpson threw herself across to make sure she took whatever angle away that she could. Maybe got away a little lucky there as Piper Emo comes up. She's going to find Castavenda at the red line in the neutral zone. Lots of stick checking happening there. Castavenda finds Cam. Cam one-on-one scenario, can't quite find a lane to the net, and looks to go inside. Found Thompson at the goal mouth, but it ends up in the goalie's crease. And passes this one up and out. Lethbridge just fishes this one ahead. They did have a streaking forward being watched by Taylor. Somehow still had it. Goes off of Taylor's skate into the crease. Almost found the back of the net. Veronica Simpson's going to say, let's just hold this one here. A little bit of a bait on a hook, hoping maybe the Lethbridge offensive players are going to come and have a brain fight and try to steal it out of the crease and give a possession back, but to no avail. So Lethbridge is going to start with the offensive possession. They're going to play it to the backside wall. Circling, looking for the weasel pass. Can't quite find it, being watched by EKR. She's able to find the loose ring. Gets knocked off her stick. She does get it back. Not sure where that pass was going, but bad pass by Lethbridge, broken up by MOD. Also gives it to Paige Jensen, streaking in. She's being watched heavily, centering past to MOD. Just a little bit of elusive. Lethbridge picks it up, comes up on the 4-man fast break. It's broken up at the line by Taylor Ryan. Nobody able to get the errant ring that was sitting there. Another good stick play by Taylor, who was able to take the weasel pass away. Veronica Simpson's hand pass is knocked away. Elsa sliding in, trying to get that one off. Veronica Simpson makes the save, plays it into the corner for Sturby. Sturby up for Jensen. Jensen's able to get this one through, passes it up to MOD. MOD, little flick of the wrist, missed the ring. It's picked up by Lethbridge. Aaron pass to nobody. EKR picks it up, gives it to MOD. MOD looking for the line change. Channing's there. She comes off the bench, picks it up. It's going to circle around the net. Has Avery Phillips. Takes the drop pass now. Gives it maybe a bit late. Couldn't quite get together on that one. Greer picks up the errant ring from Avery Phillips. She has to leave it. That was, they're going to call her an interference, I think, for that. Yeah. Tight play, I don't know. It's the right call. Right call, in my opinion, a bad rule. So, Lethbridge is 1 for 1 on the power play, is going to get back to the power play once again. So quick pass across and shot. Little give and go at the top for Lethbridge. Veronica Simpson makes the sliding save. Tayan gets her pocket picked in the corners. The captain gets, that should have been a new shot clock. There we go, finally. And this one's going to get pulled away. I thought that was a crease. They're going to say no and let it stand, although I don't know about that. It's 4-goal gap, and the wheels have fallen off the defensive zone right now as Lethbridge takes a 4-goal lead. It's 2 for 2 on the power play. Piper Emo fishes it ahead to Cam. Cam overskates it. And yeah, that's going to be a penalty. Can't do that in a Portugal prison, let alone here. She gets absolutely tackled on the sidewall. So the league's worst power play is going to get a chance to redeem itself. They are 0 for 1. Actually known as Ofer, unfortunately, this season. Personnel out is Dottie, Cam, and City with Isla and Piper. City's going to play it to Dottie in the middle, who comes over top. Had a bit of a shooting lane. Back pass to Thompson. He's going to fire it towards the big goalie of Lethbridge. He's going to make no mistake blocking that one. Hand pass out to the wall. Piper was there to try to keep it in. Thompson sweeps the leg, kind of poke checks the toes out of the defender, but she pulled it across. So it's going to be an offensive reset. Do you need me to move a bit? Thompson fishes it across. Dottie, I don't know that Dottie realized quite where that ring was going to get placed. She does pick it up, comes through the middle, takes the floating shot to the outside. Thompson gets it back with a new shot clock. She's going to drive middle, comes through, tries the backhand shot. It's swept away by the goalie. Thompson was there. She gets pushed off the ring. We don't see that very often, but Cam gets in a position to pull this one back in. Was looking for Thompson at the net side. The defender took that away. Now she has the pass, but doesn't quite have it. Still has it on her stick. Gives it back to Dottie. Dottie fires one into the chin of the defender. Gets away with a good body position. Thompson gets the ring, but fires at center mass as the goalie for Lethbridge picks that one up. Bad hand pass by the goalie. Didn't quite get it where he wanted it to. Thompson had a shot at it. It's picked up by Lethbridge and thrown down the ice. Highland Ash tried to pick that one off. Nobody can quite get the skipping, bouncing ring, because they're going to just try to rag some time off the penalty clock here. Still leading 6-2. So I'm not sure what the hell is going on there. It looked like an old man easing to a hot bath as they all just kind of sat down out of nowhere and hit the pause button. Now play is back going. Coming over the top, looking for anything they can find. And played from the backside of the net off the back of the pad of Veronica Simpson and picked up by Emo. Emo finds MOD, who's trying to hit a streaking Casavenda, and that's going to do it for the power play. As the Stinger are going to go 0 for 2 on the power play today. Lethbridge comes in, tried to fire it cross ice, broken up by Emo. They couldn't quite get the errand, and now it's just going to get pushed into the crease by Lethbridge, and Veronica Simpson's going to hang on. Give this thing a much-needed line change. Greer is going to step back out onto the ice. Bit of a sloppy goalmouth play. It was a good offensive chance for Lethbridge, and they got it back. Clausen Ross pushed it up and away, looking through the middle, can't find anybody as Lethbridge gets it back in. Jensen's there, tried to pull this one out, and I think it's going to be a holding penalty coming up to the Sting. It is against Channing Perversev, so Lethbridge, who's so far been perfect on the power play, is going to go back to it for their third attempt. Not what we wanted to see with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Sting just can't seem to get out of their own way. Lethbridge circling behind the net, coming up and around. They're going to drop it. Long shot, corralled in by Veronica Simpson. Pretty textbook for her. She has it, looks to hand pass it out. She does. She's going to find Sturby up the wall. Sturby's going to find Thompson, who's fighting for it and can't quite get the angle. She lays her stick down. Sweeping check. Phillips is going to have to just fire this one up into no man's land, looking for the regroup. As Lethbridge streaks in, runs into the check of Thompson, forces the turnover to Phillips. Phillips is going to fire this one down the ice as there was nobody in the vicinity. Lethbridge is going to pick it up on the transition. Phillips there, good stick check. Thompson reads that like a book and picks it off. She's waiting, looking. He's got to find somebody. She just fires it down. That one actually touched like it was touched. Jesus. These two referees have got to open their eyes. And that one's going to get pulled over the line. So I guess you missed one, but got the other. No harm, no foul, so we'll let them off the hook. So Elsa Clausen Ross starting at the center with and Lila comes in. We still got 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. So penalty kill team number one did a great job there. Kayan unfortunately gets split between the two, but Veronica Simpson stands her ground, makes the big save. Kayan in the corner is looking for someone. Anyone runs into it, it gets turned over in the front of the net. T-Dog had no help and nowhere to go. This one's going to be a goalie ring, I believe it is. 2:18 to go in the third quarter, still trailing by 4. As T-Dog circles around, the ref gives it to EKR. She's going to come up, is looking for Cam, but didn't quite have the angle. I don't know what is happening with the Sting right now, but they just aren't running on all cylinders. Cross-ice pass gets fired over the net. Lucky miss for the Sting, but Lethbridge does get it back with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. They flip a little looper. Good shot clock reset. Thompson fighting for the ring. It's just skipping, very elusive right now. They're going to come back inside and go through the crease. Veronica Simpson is going to get the ring to start the playoff once again. Lila's going to head to the bench looking for a change. Piper's going to get it behind the net. She's got a two-man press on her. It's played ahead to Thompson. Thompson's got Casavenda in all alone on the breakaway. She goes inside, outside, short side, misses. Thompson hits the post after hitting the goalie. Comes out, gets it back on a new clock. She's going to go inside out, look to try to thread it through, and got handcuffed. Lethbridge is going to come out the other way. The play of the goalie, the big goalie of Lethbridge, really a big factor in this one. As Thompson gets it neutral zone, finds Casavenda streaking through the middle once again. Dottie on the outside. Tried the cross-ice pass, couldn't get it. Dottie does recover it on the wall. She's going to come inside and gets a line change as Channing Perversev steps back onto the ice. It's flipped into the goalie's crease. He's going to hang on now, plays it ahead. Over skating miss. Channing comes in. She's got a bit of an angle, tries to fire it across. The goalie makes the sliding save. And then Stick plays it out to the line. I don't know. That one looked like a line violation to me, but the referee says it's good to play on. She maybe didn't have the same angle we did. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. MRD gets it at the blue line, plays it ahead. Shanning's Perversive has it, loses it, gets it back. She's pushing. Knocked off. Nobody can get possession. Now Dottie does. Dottie plays it ahead. Was looking for MOD, who just overstated it a little bit. And played in the neutral zone. Now bad forward pass by Lethbridge to absolutely nobody. But no time left on the clock. And we're going to enter the fourth and final quarter down by 4. This intermission brought to you by the Pest Control guys. For all your pest needs, whether it be mice, we are hitting vole season now, spiders, insects, bed bugs, you name it. We've got the solution for it at the Pest Control guy. Reach out, give us a call. Thank you to the Pest Control guy for all they do for LGU Sports, Ringette, and a number of our Airdrie families moonlighting as Pest Control guys. Coming into the fourth and final quarter, Airdrie Sting need a lot of luck and a hope and a prayer if they're going to get back onto the right side of the scoreboard here. They're going to need to figure out the constant pressure of the Lethbridge team that has been just all over the Sting. They're going to have to find their legs and their speed and start looking for some open ice. So started off, we've got Taylor and Sturby on the back end with EKR, Paige Jensen, and Greer up front. Sturby is going to start with the ring. She plays it out to Taylor. Taylor tries to find Klossroth on the zone entry. She runs into heavy traffic right away on the boards. And then I'm not sure what happened to Lethbridge player. She caught an edge or threw herself. But she goes down in a heap. And it's going to be a goalie ring as 2 sticks were in the ring. The goalie's going to fire that one up. Was looking for that pass. They do. The captain gets it. She's going to slide it ahead. They've got a bit of a break. Was looking cross ice. High door. Couldn't quite find it. Taylor's there. Breaks up the play but can't quite get the ring. Lethbridge somehow kept possession. We got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Captain spins and fires wide, and that should do it for the shot clock. It does. So it's going to be a goalie ring, and the Sting are going to get their second possession, hopefully do something with it here and get out of their own zone. Veronica Simpson had nowhere to play it, threw it up to the front. The captain picks it up. She fires a piss missile, which is knocked away by Veronica Simpson and then picked up in the corner by Taylor. Taylor had it knocked off her stick momentarily, now finds Elsa Klossen-Roth, who headmans it to Paige Jensen, who tries to cut through the middle. She drags it through. I don't know how that one didn't go in, but somehow stayed out. The goalie stick plays it up. He's got a good, strong stick pass. We don't see that often in Ringette. Veronica Simpson with the good save on the streaking middle shot. She's going to play it back to Lila. Lila lost it in her feet. Centering pass. Misses the first one and then fired over the net by number 11 of Lethbridge, but retained at the net side by Lethbridge. So they're just all over us right now. Aaron pass gets picked up by Thompson. Thompson gives it to Avery Phillips, who cuts middle and then looks to get it up to Thompson. She's able to make the stick check. Gets it back, leaves it for Cam. Cam has it, cuts inside, outside, fires it, hits the water bottle, and we got our first goal in the fourth quarter. First goal for the Sting. In what feels like a Coons age. It's 6-3 now, so the Sting may be riding the ship. There's still enough time for them to get back into this one. A good pass by Taylor and stick play by Thompson to get it to Cameron Poffenroth, who fires it roof. He cuts the lead to half. Lethbridge plays it to the wall, watched by Isla Nash. Thompson with the good stick check, body position there. She's able to fish it off the stick of the Lethbridge player. Still has it as she's doing some knee slides, footloose style. Somehow still has it. Now sends it up. Is looking for Cameron Poffenroth. That one got intercepted. A saucer pass. It's Piper Emo fighting for it, keeping that one inside. And I don't know. I don't like the whistle here. Thompson had firm possession on her own of the ring when the referee decided to blow her whistle. She's missed a few calls today. You know, maybe she was out having a couple wobbly pops and isn't feeling the greatest this morning, or what's going on. So Big Slick sends it to the center. Gets it back. She's going to fire one into the chest of... Oh, that's on the crease. Blow the whistle, man. Played up to Isla Nash by Simpson. Nash finds Casavenda on the wall. Casavenda looking, spinning, trying to find somewhere to go. Nobody getting into a passing position, though. Not great right now at making themselves an outlet. And that's pretty much what's killing the zone entry of the Sting right now. No, Versev watching. 7 spins off, fires, and she's going to hit the inside of the post in the back of the net to restore the 4-goal lead, as we just kind of blew our angle and set up a screen. It was a good offensive play and great move by number 7 of the Lethbridge team. Give her all the credit in the world. And you can just kind of see the life leaving the bench and the ice right now of about half the Sting team. Sturby gets it back in the middle. She's being watched, cuts back inside, looking for a passing outlet. Can't find one as there's not one to be had. Still has it on her stick with 10 seconds to go. We need to get somebody moving off of that back door and getting into a position where they can actually get into something, or at least make the defender move. That one's just kind of pissed away again. Lethbridge has it at the line, can't quite grab it. Also, Clausen Roth threw a hard shoulder there. Jensen's going to play it ahead for MOD. MOD gets on her horse, picks it up, runs out of real estate, cuts back inside. He's looking to fish it across, but for some reason, the offensive players of the Sting just want to stand right beside the defensive players of Lethbridge, make it easy on them. Now Jensen gets it back. She has no shooting angle. Is going to come around the bottom of the net. A little bit of a pick by Elsa. That was nice. Jensen gets the shot off. It's gloved away by the goalie. Got to get a little sneakier with her picks too. Setting them way too early and telegraphing them at times. MOD gets it. She's going to slide it across to Jensen. Jensen circling. She fires the backhand flip shot. And it's going to get held on to by the Lethbridge goalie. We're going to turn it over on the offensive possession and give the Sting a chance to get a line change as Greer and Cam join the ice with Thompson. 7-3. 6 minutes to go. Played across to Thompson. Thompson down to Cam. Coming back looking for Greer. Greer flew the zone. Was unable to get it. Still looking and waiting. It gets played into the corner. Comes up for Lila, who has to fish that one back in. Nobody there to pick it up. Greer fighting for it. She's able to somehow sweep that one, pull it through. It gets thrown back into the zone. Nobody there to pick it up. Cameron, great forecheck by Cameron to get onto that one. Greer picks up the rings, able to keep it in play, comes underneath, and then not sure what the hell happened there, but everybody goes down and drew a whistle, and we'll see if they're giving the possession back to the Sting or giving it to Lethbridge. It looks like it's going to be an offensive Sting possession here. So Thompson's going to start with it with Cam and Greer still on the ice flanking her. Talking about a strategy and a play somewhere here, I think. plays it to Greer on the sidewall. Greer's going to come underneath, fakes the back path, threads it through to Thompson, but she was being watched. She does have it. She fires it. Not much of an angle there. So the goalie's able to corral and keep it in. Thompson with the glove hand knockdown has it, taking the goalie's hand pass away. She's able to keep it on her stick. Comes over tops, looking for a pick or something. Everybody's just kind of backing away and not giving her much room or help to go anywhere. And it's going to bring up a goalie ring. We got to start skating into the areas to open the ice up and create some lanes. Just not doing it right now. Now Lethbridge comes in on a bit of a breakaway. That is a crease. She's in the crease by about a good foot. The referee unfortunately didn't get on her horse to come down and see it. Perversev has it. Plays it up to Phillips. Phillips couldn't quite stick the ring. This one's starting to get a little bit choppier, and Avery Phillips is going to get probably a body checking penalty or a roughing penalty. It is. Nope, it's Channing Perversev, not Phillips. My apologies. So that's going to do it for the power play of the Sting. We're going to go back to 4-on-4. Taylor's going to play it across to Sturby. Sturby picks it up and gives it to Elsa. Elsa is going to fish that one through. Was looking for... Oh, that shouldn't have been... They touched it. That's a piss poor call by the referees. He just seemed to be making mistakes all over the place here and taking the advantage away from the Sting. There was absolutely no reason for that one to be whistled down. It was touched by Lethbridge, and then this one's not going to make it out of the center ring, so... Sting are going to get that one back. Cut to the middle, inside, outside, gets the goalie moving, goes back across the net as Dottie. She fires the 4-on-4 goal in to cut the lead to 3. We got 4 minutes to go. It's not quite mission impossible, but pretty goddamn close. As the Sting get a little bit of life back off the hot stick of Dottie there. 30 seconds remain in the 4-on-4 before the Sting are going to go on the penalty kill. Lethbridge so far has been perfect on the power play, looking to extend that, I'm sure. Being watched now by Dottie, pushing through, leaves her man for Thompson. Thompson will pass her off to Tayan. Aaron pass comes through his left. I'm not really sure. Why was that shot clock reset? We never had possession.
I don't know. They're missing a lot of shit.
I don't think the referee called for a reset, though. I think the shot clock just gave it to him. They just hit the reset. They shouldn't have, though. It wasn't. Lethbridge pressing, coming in. Big save by Veronica Simpson on that fast break breakaway. She plays it up to Lila. Lila trying to get it, but the two-man press just too much. 17 seconds to go in the penalty. She's going to cut back inside, reverses direction, fires a long outside shot. It's swept away by Veronica Simpson in the corner now. Tayan fighting for it. 3 seconds to go in the power play, so safe to say this will be the Sting's first successful kill of the day, but not out of the weeds just yet. So that's it for the power play for Lethbridge. However, the hand pass unable to be picked up by Isla Nash. Isla gets it. She's getting hacked and locked all over the place. She's able to keep it on her stick. Gets it up to Emo. Emo gives it to Klossroth. She's by herself. She fires a hard shot. Just catches enough of the goalie to stay out. The rebound attempt by Casavenda was narrowly saved as well. And Isla Nash is going to try to cut through the middle. And Big Slick just drops her like a sack of bricks. So the Sting getting another power play opportunity. They're going to need to get 3 goals in 2 minutes. So not bloody likely, but enough to keep this one exciting as the Sting are going to pull the goalie and try and go 4 in to get some advantage here. Alan Ash is going to watch from the backside. It's Klossroth tries to thread the needle through the middle. Can't quite get there. Casavenda is able to keep this one to the outside. Looks like a delayed penalty coming up to just give Lethbridge the ring. Give them the ring. Now whistle it. So we're going to get a 5-on-3 with the goalie pulled. Should be able to go 4-on-2 down inside. Probably not going to be enough to swing the game, but it should be enough to at least have a little momentum going into game 2 of the day later on this afternoon. We want to finish this on the right angle, and it's a timeout, I believe, called by the Sting. So this timeout, once again, brought to you by MuscleCheck. MuscleCheck.ca/Ronan Thompson to get all of your MuscleCheck necessities. Various sizes, various application methods available on as well. Check out the honey supplement that will keep you from dehydrating and give you that energy boost you need between the 3rd and 4th quarters, or 2nd and 3rd periods, depending on what sport you're playing. MuscleCheck.ca/Ronan Thompson. MuscleCheck, nature's lubricant. It will keep you moving and grooving, hipping and hopping like Leisure Suit Larry on a Saturday night. Whether you're an old coot, getting off the couch for the first time, going on your first date, or a serious elite athlete coming into the playoffs, MuscleCheck will keep you loose as a goose and in the game. Available at MuscleCheck.ca/Ronan Thompson. So Lethbridge is going to fire this one down the ice. It's picked up by Isla Nash, who gives it to Piper. Piper's going to give it to MOD. MOD touches it back to Piper. They touched it. This is not good. Mark Sturby's going to have a bloody aneurysm pretty soon. You can see the vein popping. The referee's really dropping the ball on some of these calls, which is frustrating to say the least, especially in a 5-on-3. Sturby has it. She's going to play it ahead to Greer. Greer's got Sturby coming in. She tried to lead her with it, but Lethbridge read that one, took it away. It's still there in the offensive zone. Thompson comes in and pushes her defender down. Taylor on her horse to get it back in. They can go cross ice. They do to Greer. Greer's able to stick that one up. She plays it ahead to MOD. MOD's got Thompson on her backside. She's going to come in. Thompson looking for the drop pass. MOD doesn't quite see it. We got to go back inside. A little flip shot goes to the goalie, and it's going to die there in his crease. It's still 5-on-3. He plays it out. Greer's got it. She fires it. It's blocked. I'm not sure what the fuck we're doing right now. Taylor plays it up to MOD. MOD's got Thompson on the backside. Thompson gets clipped coming through the middle. No call on the play. MOD gets it back. Thompson low on the inside. MOD fishes it down to her. She tries to go cross net. Doesn't have the angle. And now played back to Greer. Greer couldn't quite stick that one. Taylor has it. She did touch it on both sides of the line as Veronica Simpson comes back into her net with less than 10 seconds to go. Thompson looking. She's going to ride her player off. If she's one of her brothers, she probably would have just finished that check. She's much nicer than they are. That's going to do it. We're going to fall to Lethbridge 7-4. Unfortunately, not the way we wanted to start the Sunday afternoon off. But they get a chance to redeem themselves out in Chestermere later today against, I think, Calgary Northwest, Apex or some shit like that. So that's going to do it for us. We will see you next time. Not this afternoon as I'll be watching Super Bowl, but next week is Winter Games. There's going to be a whole bunch of